Hey, I haven't used this channel in actually about 2 years now, and I thought I might start uploading some videos on here every once in a while, and then hopefully in the coming months make that a weekly thing, talking about what I'm learning and how I think I can help other creators in this adventure. So when I first started this channel, I had about 300, 400, well under 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. As of this moment, I have 84,000, and I'll probably hit 85,000 later this week, it's crazy what has happened in the last 2 years since I've used this channel. And hopefully I've learned some lessons that I like to teach people. I like to help people pass along what I've learned. And I think over here on this channel, I might be able to start passing some of that along. And what prompted me to actually create this video at this particular moment in time is that as of just a couple days ago, just a couple videos ago, I started using a different camera for my videos. For the last year and a half, 2 years, I don't know how long it's been actually. I've been using the Logitech 920c for my videos. Obviously a separate microphone, but the Logitech 920c is the camera that I have been using. When it comes to making YouTube videos, if you're a talking head, you don't really need a $2,000 camera. You can get really good results if you've got good lighting and most any webcam or cell phone these days. For the technology, for the type of video that you're shooting, you can do that. And it's really more about the camera settings and the lighting than needing a big expensive camera. So that's what I've been using, just a webcam. Well, as of a few days ago, my buddy Andy ordered me a different camera to see if it would work out nicely for me, if I would like it or not. And so I've switched to using this one, and I'm gonna do that for the next few videos just to see how people respond to it and what they think about it. So that's the 920c. This is the 930e that I am using right now. And the big difference between the two of them that I have seen is just the how wide angle the lens is. So this one is quite wide. Even if I put my hands way up to the screen, it's still, you can see behind me because it's shooting so wide angle. This 930e. Now I'll switch over to some old footage from some of my other videos, and this is footage from the 920c. It's much kind of zoomed in a little bit tighter. There's not nearly as much wiggle room around me. And so that's the big difference between the two of them. So what I don't know which one I prefer yet, because I haven't designed, my set was designed around the 920c. And so having all this extra room, I don't even know quite fully what to do with it in my space because it's not designed for it yet. But in general, using this camera, I can move my arms around a lot more. On the 920c, I was literally had to do stuff like this, and was a little bit awkward because you think if I move my arms over here in the previous video, my hands are off screen. So I had to keep them in here. And likewise, when I would wear shirts, it would cut off about right here because it's so zoomed in. And so if I was wearing a shirt that I wanted to everyone to see the whole shirt, I'd have to sit way back here to be able to do it. And literally I'd be sitting back here, and in this camera, it's kind of funny because you can see my legs and everything like that. So it looks kind of goofy. But in the previous one, this far back would still be cutting off right around here. And so you can see a lot more. Likewise, even putting this mic right here, I can do this as kind of an aesthetic choice using this camera because it's far enough back. If I was using the other camera, it would cut off about right here and you would just see the cone of this. So in some of my videos, I would, as an aesthetic choice, want to include this when I was shooting with the previous video. I would literally put this, put like a book underneath it to raise it up so that you could see it on the screen. So those are the two really big differences. It just gives a much wider angle, and I think I'm gonna stay with this one because it does give me more arm movement, and then even on my background, I can put more things out there, and so that I can kind of walk down on the side, so you have the two posters up high, and then it goes down low because some of the other stuff. Just there's more things on screen, so it's just a little bit more engaging, I think. I don't know if I'll stick with it. Still testing it out, trying to get some feedback from some people on it. That's really the big difference. When it comes to the settings and the color pickup, picture quality, I haven't noticed a difference. There's nothing for me that I just put the second camera in and just basically copied what I was using for the settings for the 920c, and it looked the same to me. I had one person comment that it seemed like the contrast was a little bit high on the first video I did using this one, but that was one comment out of thousands of people. There wasn't much commentary about it. Not too many people even noticed I was using a different camera because it looks so similar other than the depth of it. So that appears to be the big gigantic difference. I'm not using all of the green screen removal, all the fancy extra. I'm not interested in any of that. I'm using it entirely as a YouTuber that shoots myself as a talking head. And I'm thinking, I want to be able to see my body. I want to be able to move my arms around. I want to be able to, if I want to put my camera in here, I want to be able to do that. And I just want my set to look a nice big size, and I think the 930e helps me to do that. If you're interested in either one of these cameras, the links for where you can get them is down below. Both of them are under $75. Both of them are under $70 most of the time. They're not expensive at all. And as I've said earlier in this video and many times before, you don't need a big expensive camera to be successful on YouTube. Lighting is the most important thing, and then working on your settings inside your camera, turn the auto stuff all off, and just figure out what looks right in your space, and you can make something that looks great. So there you have it. There's my take on these two cameras, kind of what's going on behind the scenes, me trying to try some different stuff with my cameras. Hope this was helpful, and talk to you later.